No entry for those coming from high-risk countries. Government to announce a new ceiling price of face masks next month. Hello and good afternoon. I'm Mohanapriya. Welcome to Updates at Noon. The government will impose an entry ban on citizens of countries in which more than 150,000 COVID-19 cases are recorded. Senior Minister Dato Sri Ismail Sabri Yaakob said this entry ban will come into effect starting this 7th September and will affect those coming from the United States, Brazil, France, Spain, Saudi Arabia, Russia, Bangladesh and Italy.
Daripada Amerika misalnya, sekarang ni saya difahamkan dah 6 juta. Daripada Brazil, daripada Spanyol, ya, kita even daripada UK, ya, daripada United Kingdom pun. Kategori yang sama kita sekat kemasukan kecuali jika kes yang melibatkan kecemasan. Kecuali jika kes yang melibatkan yang berkaitan dengan hubungan dua negara, kerajaan. Dia perlu datang, mungkin ada meeting yang mustahak yang berkaitan dengan between negara dengan negara. Jadi kita benarkan. Itu pun perlu melalui Jabatan Immigration. Perlu mendapat kebenaran daripada Jabatan Immigration.
Previously on Tuesday, Dato Sri Ismail Sabri also announced an entry ban on long-term pass holders from India, Indonesia and the Philippines after a spike in COVID-19 cases in those countries. This entry ban also affects spouses of Malaysian citizens and their children, as well as students who wish to return to Malaysia. The Health Ministry will announce details on countries which have recorded more than 150,000 positive cases of COVID-19 later. Malaysia is in no hurry to get the COVID-19 vaccine, as it is of paramount importance to ensure that the vaccine is effective and safe for use. Health Minister Dato Sri Dr. Adham Baba said for the moment the government was still waiting for vaccine-producing countries to conduct clinical trials involving 3 phases, with the last phase being a test on humans.
Kita menunggu beberapa negara yang membuat clinical trial seperti mereka yang dikeluarkan vaksin di China, dia buat di UAE dengan Brazil dan Rusia sebenarnya belum sampai peringkat belum pun sampai peringkat clinical ketiga ya. Jadi kita akan purchase kerana dia pertama kena melalui fasa ketiga klinikal, kedua keyakinan kita terhadap keselamatan vaksin itu sendirilah ya. Kita tak terburu untuk melaksanakan membeli vaksin.
Dato Sri Dr. Adham added that the Health Ministry is always in touch with the vaccine-producing countries. Now, the government is set to announce the new ceiling price of the 3-layer face mask next month. Domestic Trade and Consumer Affairs Minister Dato Alexander Nantalinggi said the ministry is still discussing with the local manufacturers and suppliers to maintain the quality of the product. Explaining further, Dato Alexander said the ministry has to be careful in reducing the ceiling price to ensure local manufacturers produce face masks at reasonable cost.
Kita menyimak semula untuk kita meletakkan harga ceiling nanti. Jadi kita sebelum kita buat itu, kita perlu juga mengadakan libat urus ataupun berbincang dengan industri player seperti kilang-kilang. Dalam 1 bulan ni kita tengoklah bagaimana stability harga ini dan keberadaan ataupun bekalan ni. Jadi bulan Oktober kita lihat kalau boleh dalam bulan Oktober. Sebab itu kami perlu berhati-hati, bukan suka-suka buat.
Dato' Alexander was speaking during a working visit to a face mask factory in Kuala Selangor, where he said over 96 million face masks have been distributed in local market and exported to overseas between April to August. Previously, the government reduced the ceiling price of the 3-layer face mask at RM1 per piece or RM50 per box. Now, the Sungai Selangor Phase 1, 2, 3 and Rantau Panjang water treatment plants, which were forced to stop operations yesterday due to the pollution at the raw water source, are still not operational as of 6:30 a.m. today. Pengurusan Air Selangor Sendirian Berhad or Air Selangor Corporate Communications Chief Elina Basri in a statement said pollution was still detected at the plant's intakes and is now at level 1 of the threshold odor number or TON. According to Alina, the water treatment plants can only operate when the pollution level reaches 0 TON level. A total of 1,292 areas in 7 regions in Klang Valley experienced unscheduled water supply disruption since 10 a.m. yesterday. The affected areas are in Kuala Lumpur, Petaling, Klang Shah Alam, Kuala Selangor, Hulu Selangor, Gombak and Kuala Langat. Alina added that the Air Selangor will be providing updates on the unscheduled water supply disruption from time to time through all mediums, including its Twitter, Facebook, Instagram and website. The Kedah and Perlis chapter of the Malaysian Maritime Enforcement Agency, MMEA, has detected the latest tactic used by drug smugglers on boats by throwing the drugs into the waters for the accomplice in another boat to pick it up. Kedah and Perlis MMEA Director First Admiral Muhammad Zawawi Abdullah said the tactic was discovered following several arrests and the seizure of 537 kilograms of cannabis slabs worth 1.6 million ringgit found floating at 6.7 nautical miles southeast of Chorong Island on 31st August. He said the seizure was the biggest made by MMEA this year with the cooperation from the local fishing community who alerted the authorities on the floating package at 9:30 a.m. in an operation dubbed Ops Eagle Eye.
Dia akan berkomunikasi antara penghantar dan juga penerima. Dia akan setkan lokasi mana yang dia akan buang dalam tempoh beberapa jam. Akan ada disyaki akan ada bot lain yang akan masuklah.
Briefing reporters yesterday, Muhammad Zawawi said MMEA believed the drugs were smuggled from a neighbouring country for distribution in Pulau Pinang. He added the seizure would affect the network of the drug smuggling syndicates. The case is being investigated under Section 39, Subsection B of the Dangerous Drugs Act 1952. Meanwhile, Muhammad Zawawi also said MMEA had seized 767 kilograms of cannabis and 5 kilograms of shabu totaling 3.1 million ringgit so far this year. RMCO extension will not affect Budget 2021. The government has spent 33.4 billion ringgit or 48.48% of the 69 billion ringgit allocation for government development projects as at 16th August. Minister in the Prime Minister's Department, Dato' Sri Mustafa Mohamad, said the amount spent was not even half of the year's allocation for the purpose, despite the fact that it is already September. Explaining further, Dato' Sri Mustafa said this has become an issue for the government in its effort to revitalise the economy. He said many factors has affected the performance of the project developers, including the COVID-19 pandemic.
Sebabnya banyaklah, antaranya COVID sudah tentu memberi kesan kepada prestasi projek-projek pembangunan. Jadi dalam pada itu kita dimaklumkan oleh KKR dan juga JKR bahawa kerajaan telah mengambil tindakan untuk mempercepatkan projek-projek ini.
Meanwhile, Datuk Sri Mustafa said from January to July this year, the value of government and private sector development projects fell to 32 billion ringgit from 62 billion ringgit recorded in the same period last year. He said the construction sector declined by 44.5% during the second quarter of the year. The minister said he hoped that the sector will recover in third and fourth quarters this year through steps taken by the Public Works Department, such as speeding up the issuance of the letter of acceptance to allow the project to start. On another note, Datuk Sri Mustafa said the extension of the Recovery Movement Control Order, RMCO, until the end of the year will not affect the tabling of Budget 2021.
Yang ini lanjutan ni PKPP yang membolehkan kita sekarang semua sektor telah dibuka dah, kecuali yang tak buka cuma international border saja, sempadan antarabangsa yang tak dibuka lah, buka secara amat terpilih. Yang lain semua dah buka dah, kilang-kilang, beroperasi.
Datuk Sri Mustafa added that Budget 2021 will focus on boosting the economy as well as restoring the confidence of investors. The government has decided to allow private vehicle owners with an expired motor vehicle license LKM not exceeding 3 years to renew their road tax without having to undergo inspection at the Computerized Vehicle Inspection Centre, Puspakom. Transport Minister Datuk Sri Wee Ka Siong said this after taking into account vehicle owners' requests for leniency, as some are facing financial constraints to undergo the Puspakom inspection of their vehicles in light of the COVID-19 pandemic.
Bagi mereka yang telah tarik dan luput tidak melebihi 3 tahun, 36 bulan lah maksudnya, sebanyak 4.274 juta. To be exact, 4.274.798 buah kenderaan di bawah kategori ini, iaitu kenderaan LKM luput bagi tempoh lebih 1 tahun tetapi kurang daripada 3 tahun, 1 to 3 years. Kalau tidak, dulu dia kena melalui pemeriksaan ataupun dia kena hantar ke Puspakom. Ada 2 PG10 atau B2 lah, pemeriksaan kenderaan yang perlu dilalui. Sekarang kita melihat keadaan COVID ni, rakyat susah, kita bagi kelonggaran. Ya, kalau 2 tahun tak bayar pun sekarang tanpa melalui proses pemeriksaan oleh Puspakom.
Meanwhile, on the 70% discount offer on summonses until 30th September, Datuk Sri Dr. Wee said many Malaysians still preferred to make counter payments. The Transport Minister encouraged people to pay online as they can enjoy a 70% discount on summonses if they opt to pay via online transaction. The main contractor of the East Coast Rail Line ECRL project, China Communications Construction Company Limited, is urged to provide more opportunities to local contractors in Terengganu to be involved in the construction of the rail stretch in the state. Terengganu Menteri Besar Datuk Sri Dr. Ahmad Samsuri Mokhtar said this could fulfill the 40% quota of local contractors participating in the construction of the MEDCA project. Datuk Sri Dr. Ahmad Samsuri added that a consortium of local contractors was established to discuss and help each other to bid for ECRL project tenders. He explained that there is an allocation of 3.02 billion ringgit for local contractors out of the total 7 billion ringgit allocation for the construction of 6 stretches in the state.
Syarikat-syarikat kecil, sama ada di pihak kerajaan negeri ataupun syarikat anak-anak negeri Terengganu yang di luar daripada konsortium ini pun sukar untuk mendapat sebarang kerja projek bagi kerja projek ECRL ini kerana syarat-syaratnya yang ketat dan kaedah yang very stringent. Jadi oleh kerana itu kita membentuk konsortium ini supaya ada kekuatan, saling boleh bantu-membantu dan supaya kita dapat push our standard higher dan harga yang kita boleh tawarkan juga kompetitif.
In efforts to boost the promotion of the local tourism industry, Tourism Malaysia, along with Tourism Promotion Board Employee Union (MTPB) and QPEX, has launched a special tourism package for civil servants. Tourism, Arts and Culture Minister Datuk Sri Nancy Shukri said the package is offered to appreciate the efforts and services rendered by the civil servants, especially when the country is facing the COVID-19 pandemic.
Tidak dapat disangkal lagi kecekapan pejabat awam dalam melaksanakan tanggungjawab memerangi pandemik COVID-19 menjadikan Malaysia diiktiraf sebagai antara 5 negara terbaik dengan public approval atau penerimaan rakyat yang tertinggi dalam mengawal pandemik COVID-19.
Datuk Sri Nancy said Tourism Malaysia had mobilised industry players, including tour agencies, hotels and tour operators, to participate in the campaign by introducing packages covering tourism products within the federal capital. She said 11 participating agencies have come up with holiday promotions, such as 3 days, 2 nights and 2 days, 1 night holiday packages featuring 5 and 4-star hotels around the city centre, Selangor, as well as Genting Highlands, from prices as low as RM120 per person. In addition to offers on accommodations, she added that civil servants could look forward to a selection of exciting tour products for day or walk-in tourists with rebates of up to 30%. The special package is available for booking until 30th September 2020 and the validity period is until 31st December 2020. To obtain it, civil servants only need to show their passes that indicate their employment in the public service sector at selected tour agencies. Rapid Bus Sdn Berhad, a subsidiary of Prasarana Malaysia Berhad and the operator of Rapid KL Bus Service, has given its LRT feeder buses on 10 routes a new look. Prasarana Chairman Datuk Sri Tajuddin Abdul Rahman said the new design will enable passengers to tell the difference between a regular Rapid KL bus and LRT feeder bus. He said Rapid Bus is using the initiative built on the success of the MRT feeder bus, which transports an average of 1.3 million passengers per month. Datuk Sri Tajuddin said Rapid Bus hopes the average daily LRT feeder bus riders will climb past 963,000 per month.
So this effort, this initiative of rebranding is to refresh service as well as improve the quality of service.
He said this in his speech during the launch of the new look LRT feeder bus at LRT Sri Rampai station yesterday. Datuk Sri Tajuddin said the pilot project involves 33 buses on routes to the LRT Gombak, Taman Melati, Sri Rampai, Wangsa Maju, Setiawangsa and Datuk Kramat stations. Bus operating hours are from 5:30 a.m. to 11:30 p.m. and every 45 minutes to different destinations like UIA Gombak, Hub Wira Damai, Taman Malewa, Danau Kota, Taman Melawati, UK Perdana, Jalan Genting Klang, PV16, Section 10 Wangsa Maju, AU3 Jentayu, Kramat and Desa Pandan. Further information will be available via social media platforms as well as the Google Maps and Move It apps. Up in sports, bowler Afifah calls it a day after 11 years of national duty. National 10-pin bowling ace Saidatul Afifah Badrul Hamidi, citing the need to find a more stable career, yesterday officially announced her retirement from the sport after toiling for 11 years to bring glory to the country. The 29-year-old submitted her resignation letter to the National Sports Council, NSC, and Malaysian 10-pin Bowling Congress on Tuesday.
Sebenarnya saya mengambil keputusan macam yang sangat drastik ini untuk menentukan hala tuju saya dalam masa depan saya. Saya tak cakap yang bowling tak ada masa depan, tapi saya rasa cukup setakat ini apa yang saya berkhidmat sepanjang 11 tahun bergelar atlet kebangsaan. Dah tiba masanya untuk saya memikirkan tentang karier saya pada masa depan.
Briefing reporters yesterday, she explained that previously she had to reject job offers as well as contracts due to her commitment to the national team and her packed training schedule, while denying her retirement had anything to do with the internal problems in the team as well as in the MTBC. Afifa also admitted that she did not regret her decision as she had achieved her dream of bringing glory to the country. Among her best achievements include winning the women's doubles gold medal at the 2015 Asian Championships in Bangkok, bagging the team gold at the 2017 World Championships in Las Vegas, and clinching the trios gold at the 2018 Asian Games in Palembang, Indonesia. She also commented that she's not actually retiring 100% and will definitely bowl as a professional if there are open championships. The national men's badminton squad should not take their opponents lightly in the Thomas Cup tournament despite Taiwan's withdrawal from the prestigious badminton team event, which is slated to be held in Ars, Denmark from 3rd to 11th October. Former national men's doubles pair Vishem said other teams would still pose a threat to Malaysia's bid to advance further at the biennial tournament.
Few teams already put out. If we get champion also feel like we are not the best team to get the Thomas Cup lah. Yeah, Taiwan is a very strong team. So they put out also because of the virus. They feel like not safe lah to travel.
He was met after the launching of the 6th edition of the Junior Purple League badminton tournament yesterday. International media reported on Monday that Taiwan had decided to pull out from the Thomas Cup and Uber Cup finals in view of the global COVID-19 situation. Vishem, who is the 2016 Rio Olympics silver medalist, hoped that the Badminton World Federation, BWF, would work on improving the standard operating procedures to allay the shuttlers' fears. Vishem and his partner Tanvi Kyong are expected to fight for a spot in the Thomas Cup squad, with the top doubles pairing of Aaron Chia So Hui Yik leading the race based on current performance. Meanwhile, 40 teams will vie for glory in the Junior Purple League, slated to be held from 3rd October to 22nd November in 4 states, namely Port Dickson, Negeri Sembilan, Ipoh Perak, Puchong Selangor, Muar Johor, before concluding with the final round in Putrajaya from 21st to 22nd November. Apart from the total prize money of 100,000 ringgit, the winners of the 5 categories, boys singles and doubles, girls singles and doubles, and mixed doubles, would get the chance to undergo intensive training sessions at the Academy Badminton Malaysia in Bukit Kiara. Team High Rev SCK Honda Racing's Mohammad Helmi Azman is a master when it comes to two-wheel racing at the Sepang International Circuit. The 21-year-old proved himself to be equally adept at both the Sepang North and the Sepang South tracks. Now, he clinched his second CP 150 career win in round 3 of the Petronas Malaysian Capri Championship at Sepang South track yesterday. The Honda riders started the race from 3rd on the grid after setting a qualifying time that was almost a second adrift of pole sitter Mohammad Akid Aziz. But despite early indications of a Petronas Sprinter Yamaha Maju Moto domination, Helmi was able to match Akid pace for pace throughout the 11-lap race before taking the checkered flag in 14 minutes 15.941 seconds. Helmi bagged the opening round at Sepang North track when the championship resumed after a 4-month hiatus due to COVID-19 and was thrilled to come out on top again. Second out of the final corner, Helmi glued himself to the rear of Azroy Hakim Anwar's Honda for the long sprint to the finish line, breaking out at the last moment to pip Azroy to the finish line by 0.037 seconds. Akid had to settle for 3rd on the podium. Azroy may have settled for 2nd yesterday, but the trio of podium finishes in the first 3 legs of the season put the Team Idemitsu Honda UZ Racing rider at the top of the championship standings with 56 points. Helmi is 2nd with 50 points, while Akid is 3rd on 41. Meanwhile, one XOX TKKR SAG rider Mohammad Hafiza Rofa aced the 8-lap CP125 final to take his first win of the season. Hafiza took the checkered flag with 11 minutes 5.311 seconds. Team Petronas sprinter Yamaha Maju motor rider Mohammad Shafiq Rosli finished second with 11 minutes 6.384 seconds, while Hafiza's teammate Mohammad Shafiq Russell finished third, picking up 16 more points to extend his lead at the CP125 standings. One XOX was also dominant in the Wira category when its rider Mat Aiman Hafiz Sharil clinched the winner at the Sepang round. Aiman dominated the 7-lap race, clocking 9 minutes 54.353 seconds, followed by Petronas sprinter Yamaha 31 Racing's Rahimi Nabil Razu and Mat Akil Daniel Nasrul in second and third place respectively. Terengganu will be the host for round 4 of the race, scheduled to take place on 18th and 19th September. And that's it from us this afternoon. In our top story today, government to announce new ceiling price of face masks next month. News at 10 comes on this evening on My Freeview's Berita RTM News channel. I'm Mohana Priya. Thanks for watching. Have a great weekend.